ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself.
Got him.
1 up, 1 down. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
0-1's the count.
Simmons, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Marte around second. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
And he handles it himself for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kurtz will hit next. And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout. Bottom 4, here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. That one at triple digits. Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela.
0-2 is the count.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Marte throws to first in time. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. So up next, Nick Kurtz. Walked his first time. That catches the corner. In the air, left side. Carter settles underneath it and makes the grab. 2 away. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball.
2
2
down,
strikes.
nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's
That's
a ball.
ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Simmons pulls it down, and that's the back here in Denver. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. And a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Donaldson to first. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. That one misses. Ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended, which you have to be.
Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. The tying run is in to score from third.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Mantle now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike 2.
Cut
on and missed. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Barry Larkin. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I'd say
No
that
ball,
stayed in the
2
tunnel
strikes.
for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting.
And now
Right fielder,
Kyle Stowers. On the ground, right side. Marte throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 4.
So 2 down now.
Second baseman,
And here is Ketel Marte. 1 for 2.
Marte.
Base knock center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting. The third
And
baseman,
now Chipper Jones.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to
Ball
drive
1.
in another run.
Just
Ball
missed.
1, no strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Line drive, that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-3. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Ted Simmons, the next to hit. Ball 1 there.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for
Ball, that's
somebody to call
inside.
timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Out to short, De La Cruz. Tosses to first, inning over, and it could have. Back here at Coors Field. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
Donaldson back to work. And there's a foul ball. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No
It
balls,
normally
2
does
strikes.
damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Larkin zips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The batter, number 4.
Ketel Marte now at the plate.
Ketel Marte.
And that chops in for a strike.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next
Nope.
offering
Ball 1.
is down low. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And
2
another
balls,
ball.
no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He wasn't able to elevate it,
Well,
but he
that's off
put a
the plate.
great swing on it. Right on time, good, balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
2 balls,
Ball
no
2.
strikes to count.
Way to lay off that pitch
2-0.
down. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching
2-1.
for a double play in this spot.
Next
No, that's
offering
low.
misses. 3-1 now. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. That's in there. Strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that.
Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Throw cut off. Down to the plate. Safe. He beats it. And they're up by 3.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Fastball for a strike. Kurtz at second with 2 down. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in is so the closer summoned from the bullpen, Darren O'Day.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate very high, and it just breaks a ton.
There's a line drive to left field. Carter makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. So up next, Nick Kurtz. And that is out of play. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The next offering misses. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Rips that one to right. Carroll hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Charleston now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. 1-1, check swing, appeal down to third, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Barry Larkin. That's inside.
That's inside.
That just misses. Now 2-0. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. And he's out.
On the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Alex Gordon. 1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one. Everything was on time and fluid. In that swing, got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And here is Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Knowing if the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. See you later. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add to their lead. It's 7-3. Mantle stands in now and watches strike one. Swings and misses. 0-2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Carroll, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Griffey gets under it. That's out number 2. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Late swing, foul to the left. Junior makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
A 6'4" righty. He features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Makes the grab, and there's one down. And now it's going to be Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Right side, hard hit. Marte throws to first in time. They get the out on Marte. 2 outs, base is empty. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We go to the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ted Simmons.
The catcher, Ted Simmons.
Sends it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to first, Kurtz takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Just off the inside edge. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Grounds one to short. Wow, nice play. The throw. They get the out, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay, safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
All over that one right there.
Now pitching, Josh Hader.
The batter now, Ted Simmons. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Rolls across the diamond. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Anthony Santander at the plate.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the...
And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. The tag
Right
out.
there. He's out.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Yeah.
And a swing and a miss there.
Got to keep things
0-1.
airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Got him swinging. Back here at Coors Field, all set to start the ninth in this one. Now at the plate, Evan Carter. And the first pitch
inside.
misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Alex Gordon. That's in there.
That's out.
Ready to go? This is Corbin Carroll.
For San Diego, the center fielder, Corbin Carroll.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Really nice job staying up the middle.
Here goes the runner. Pitch is
Ball.
low.
1-0.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner on the go again. Swing and a miss. And the
1-2.
throw, he's out at third. One out, base is empty. And that
That's a ball.
just
That's
misses.
inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge digs in now. He was late there, strike 1. Judge
It's 0-1.
goes 6 feet 7 inches, hitting third in the lineup, a former
1-1.
first-round pick back in 2013.
What you
Judge
got?
tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Just
No,
missed.
that missed.
2 outs, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Count is
I
full.
would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
Hey,
A
three.
swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, John Donaldson.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game and the velocity seems to go up.
Bobby Witt
Hey-ya.
Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Up the middle. Boots it.
He's in there.
Definitely used that speed tool of his right there. It wasn't even close. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs.
No,
but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it drops in. Throw comes into third. Throw
No, he's
pulls
in
him
there.
off the bag, and he's safe.
That's 3 singles in a row. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to
That's
it
the
and
ball
hit it
down.
well. Pretty amazing.
Ralph Kiner, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Bases juiced, no outs. Swing
Hoo-yah.
and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Here's Geloff for one. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0. So 2 down now, and here is Chase Headley. High fly ball out towards left center. Carroll hustling after it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Donaldson back to work. Lace down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Mike Trout, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Corey Seager now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Cal Raleigh batting with one down, takes a strike. Tap foul at the plate. That's down and in. In the air out towards right center. Carroll. Nabs it. Runner tags at second.
He's safe.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position at the plate. Alex Gordon. Fouled off left side. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time.
0-2.
Gordon tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he held up. Donaldson delivers. Cut on and missed. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Oscar Charleston. That one fouled off.
That's a ball.
Out to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that misses. And now 2-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now fly ball to right center. Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it. Out number 2. Digging in, Nick Kurtz.
The designated hitter, Nick Kurtz.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one
That's
off
a
the
ball.
mark. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Fastball is outside. The
Did he
2-2
go?
gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. Did not go. High fly ball, shallow right field. Makes the catch. And that is that. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That's in there. 0-1. That one
Ball.
missed.
1-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-2's the count.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So up next, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing. He went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Hard hit, right side. Polanco tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
The shortstop.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. First
Yeah.
pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. And Charleston hauls it in for the out. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. Now here is Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh.
That one outside. Ball 1. Just
That's a ball.
missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
That
And
missed.
that's
That's
one of
a
those,
ball.
if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
It's a leadoff
That's ball
walk.
4. Take your
And
base.
that's the go-ahead run. So the batting order turns over. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the
No,
previous
ball.
hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the
1-1.
zone and trust it.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it's caught for the out. And now Corbin Carroll.
Number 7.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Tapped back up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I'm really not sure how these kinds of hits get through the infield sometimes, but that's the definition of a seen eye ground ball, and you'll take it any day as a hitter.
And the batter now, Ralph Kiner. Ortiz makes the play. 2 down. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chase Headley. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Carroll puts it away, and that is that. Start of the fourth, and now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone.
Got him.
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ortiz
No, that's
at the
low.
plate
Ball.
now. That's ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. That one missing inside.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That's outside.
Just missed. In for a strike, and now it's 3-2.
Full count.
Ortiz over at first with one away.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
2 on, 1 out. Here comes Corey Seager. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Nope. Ball.
Inside, just missed.
2-0.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 now.
2-1's the count.
Gets the outside corner with that one. On the ground to second, might be 2. Tags the runner for 1. Over to first, safe. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh, flied to right his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the run from third, and they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side, Polanco. They limit the damage here. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Oscar Charleston. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Dunks one into left.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
And here is Jorge Polanco. The 1-0. And downstairs.
That's the ball. That's down.
Runner at second, nobody out. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
2-2.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 4-2. Next to hit, Nick Kurtz. And it's fouled away. Kurtz, just 21 years old. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And that one fouled off.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot.
That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now here is Cal Raleigh. Man at second. Fought off foul. And the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
1-2.
In the dirt, blocked. That's
No,
inside.
that missed. That's a ball.
And the count is even, 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Just
That's
missed.
low. That's a ball.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Corbin Carroll, the next to hit.
7, Corbin Carroll.
Check swing, called strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Left field, Trout sizing it up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Just
ball.
missed.
That's low.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
This one in the air, right field. Carroll hustling after it.
That's
Won't
a
get
foul.
to this one. It drops foul. Check swing,
No, that's out.
no appeal. On the ground, Witt tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean,
0-1.
if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. The shortstop
that missed.
takes the
That's a
ball.
ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
1 ball, 1
2
strike.
down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that one a
That's
little bit
high.
high.
That's a ball.
Right through
two.
there for a strike. That's to third. Zips it across. And it's a 1-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up.
Yeah.
One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only
0-2.
struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play.
Nope. Ball.
Anything can happen at that point.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Check
2
swing,
and 1.
and that's a ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 1 down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Now a chance for Chase Headley. And a foul ball. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back onto the track, and he makes the catch. All set for the top of the sixth. Here is Aaron Judge. Donaldson back to work. Swings through that one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right
It's
there,
0-1.
right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. A massive home run. It's 4-3. So now it's the four-hole hitter, David Ortiz. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
No, that's inside.
And now the count is even. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Hard liner. He's got it, and there's one away. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order.
Trout.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That's to third, and it stays fair.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Seager up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. First offering, and it just misses. And strike one to the catcher.
1-1.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Next offering is downstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Check swing to the 3-2. Appeal down to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Oscar Charleston.
Number 40.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
New pitcher on now, Paul Skeens.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And another ball. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. In the dirt, and that's ball 3.
3-1.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So lead
Take
off
your
walk.
base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Polanco down the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
It might
No
be
balls,
time to
2
choke up
strikes.
a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Here's the 0-2. And that's in the
No,
dirt.
that's down.
0-2 count.
Ball.
You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So now the DH spot, Nick Kurtz. Foul ball there. Charleston leads off first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Sometimes being
0-2.
lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Now the catcher up to hit, Cal Raleigh. He is struck out and he is walked. That one in triple digits.
He can live up in the
0-1.
zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Coming home. The relay to the plate. In there.
He made it safe.
scores. And it's now 5-4. So the lineup flips over. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And Witt is out. And we'll go back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Alex Gordon.
Now pitching, Kobe Milner.
And that clips the inside corner.
Hey!
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Stepping in, Zach Geloff. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. That one hops against the fence. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Carroll, the next to hit, takes outside. Next
Strike
offering is
one.
in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to
1 and
execute
2
on
the
the mound.
count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is. Now, Ellie De La Cruz. And that one
That's
is
the ball.
downstairs. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. And it is out of here. That one's got to feel good. It's 5-5. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Ryan Presley.
Swings through that
Back
one. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And it
Foul
goes
ball.
just foul. And that's
That's the ball.
outside. Now 1-2. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Out to short. That ends the frame. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Corbin Carroll.
Carroll.
Little chopper rolls foul. 0-1 now. And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Towards first. Steps on first for the out. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Next offering is fouled back. That's hard hit on the line. Base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
That missed.
He
That's
stayed
the ball.
inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance
That's
beat,
out.
there's 1. And that's 2. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Mike Trout.
Now pitching, Adam Ottavino.
And
No,
delivers
that's outside. Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses
Outside,
off the
ball.
plate. And it's 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground right side. Polanco in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And here's Corey Seager to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one
That's
is inside.
Ball.
Witt. He hauls it in. 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. Just
Ball.
missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's down
That's a
and in.
ball. 2-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets it. And we're back.
Leading
Down to
off
third
for
baseman,
Tulsa,
Chase
the third
Headley.
baseman, Chase Headley. Now pitching, Josh Hader.
The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one to first. And that's a fair ball.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 7-5. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. There's the swing and a miss. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 8-5. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now, Nick Kurtz. High fly ball out towards left field. Trout ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Ball one there.
That's in.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
The batter, number 7.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. And that one missing low. Foul ball. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Alex Gordon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chapman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a
1
hitter,
ball, 1 strike.
sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swings through that.
Unless he beats himself,
1 and 2
somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That one inside, and that's ball 1. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Now only 1 out remaining. Corbin Carroll will hit next. And a swing and a miss.
And he's got deception in his delivery. And it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
This could end it. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that'll do it. And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.